Welcome back to another video, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is, instead of working a full 12-hour shift on a Friday, I'm going to do 12 hours over the course of 3 days. So these 3 days are going to be 4 hours on the Friday, 4 hours on the Saturday, and 4 hours on the Sunday. And I'm going to try and pinpoint the best times to work and see if I can increase the average of earnings that I've been making so far this month. So the first job of the day has just come in, and it's quite mediocre, paying us just under £13 to travel from the Earlsfield area going into Chelsea, which is quite a good area to be in, so it makes the job a little bit more attractive. So we're gonna pick this one up, and hopefully we can get some decent jobs when we get in and around the Chelsea area. We completed the last drop not too long ago, and I'm on my way to pick someone up in the Chelsea area, and they're a 2-minute drive away from where I'm at, and the actual job that I'm doing is only going to take me 9 minutes to complete and pay me £9. Finished that executive ride not too long ago, which took me half an hour to complete. What they done was they added a stop in, and when I got there I had to wait for them to come out and then drive back, and Sloane Square, Kings Road is a nightmare. This isn't the best of Uber X's, but I'm going to complete it in 5 minutes and get paid just under £5. So rather than sit around twiddling my thumbs, I've decided to take this one and then hope for the best, because it's going to take me near the Knightsbridge area, where I should hopefully be able to pick up quite a decent trip. Had a job come in taking me from Belgravia to the W1G area. I'm not too sure what to call it, so I'm not even going to guess, but it's an executive paying £13, and it's going to take us about 16 minutes to complete, so it's definitely one of our better trips. So I just completed a job which paid me £25 to go from the Marylebone area to Chiswick. It's now 3:15 in the afternoon, so we've got about another hour and 20 minutes left of this first shift. So let's see what we can do within that time. So we're currently on £73. It'll be great to at least hit £100. And I've received an executive trip which is going to pay just under £12 and take about 15 minutes to complete. It's going to take me 7 minutes to get to them, so it could potentially take up 20 minutes or so of my time. So I've literally just about got another 35 minutes to squeeze in this next job. This next rider is trying to go to the SW9 area from Hammersmith, so it's not the worst of trips, paying me about £20, and it's going to hopefully take me about 40 minutes to complete. So we've officially come to the end of the first shift, and we've managed to make £107 in just over 4 hours. It's Saturday morning, and I've just got the first job of the second shift come in, and we're heading from Wandsworth to Chelsea. It's an Uber X paying £10 for a 20-minute journey, so it's quite a good rate. En route to do our second trip, another Uber X from Fulham to Battersea, a trip I usually wouldn't take, but for some reason this side of the water seems a little bit quiet. So because this one's going into Battersea, I thought, let me see if that side's better. Just got something not that great come in, taking me to Paddington. I'm gonna pay just under £13 and take about 28 minutes to complete. So already it's not a good start. Peak time today is gonna be between, I'd say, 11 and 1 PM. Right now I'm just taking whatever. Whereas things were quiet, I've just pulled up and then I've got a smoothie, a Prince of Green, and the contents of it are pineapple, lemon, apple, elderflower, kale, spinach, and olive oil, because I haven't plugged in any health stuff for a little while. received a half decent trip taking us from Edgware Road to Pimlico, paying £12, and it should only take us about 12 minutes, which isn't too bad. So we're gonna crack on with this one and then see what we can get on the other end. So today has been really slow. There's been no surges, and I've had both apps on. I've had the Uber app on and the Bolt app, and I haven't had a single trip coming on the Bolt, but it is what it is. One's just come in that's gonna pay me about £15 from Blackfriars to Chelsea, which is a decent area, but something today that's been unusual is West has been quiet, which I wasn't banking on, but for some reason South London is always consistently busy, so I'm kind of wanting to stick around South London. There's a flu going around, and I don't know if it's true as well, but on the news they're talking about coronaviruses and new strains and all this kind of stuff, and I've been getting people getting in the car who ain't well, and I'm trying to understand the thought process of you thinking that you're not well and what you've got is contagious, so I'm gonna order an Uber. Stop spreading your lurgies. I've been waiting around in Covent Garden for a little while, but it seems pretty dead, so I'm gonna head over Waterloo Bridge, and I reckon I should be able to get something in on that side. So we've just had one come in, which is taking us from St Thomas's Hospital to Clapham Common. Last ride of the day's come in, and today has been quite a breeze actually. So we're gonna hit the £100 target, just slightly over, and I don't feel like I've even worked. And I'm already on my way to pick up a rider, and it's not a very good trip, but I'm in Beckenham at the moment and I want to work my way back in towards southwest London, so I'm just taking whatever comes in. So we're on our way to do an hour-long trip, and I had to think about this one because £24 for an hour journey is not the best. But at the same time, I reckon if I don't take this, I'm probably gonna make a similar amount of money within that time, maybe with less driving, but in terms of sitting around and waiting for jobs, it's gonna work out the same. And obviously I've got a 4-hour time limit. And I'm now just picking up a job, which is gonna take me another hour to complete. And it's taking me back in the direction we've just come from, into Bromley. A similar distance. The previous job was 10 miles and paid me 24 quid. This job is 12 miles and it's going to pay me £38, and I should get there at 3:20, so have another hour of the shift left. So I'm not confident that I'm going to hit the £100 mark today, but it's all good. It's an hour and 26 minutes left of the shift. I've just completed that last ride, which took me just over an hour to complete. So now I'm trying to make £32 in the time remaining. I've just had one come in, which is taking me to N16 and paying £24, and it's going to take 50 minutes. So if my calculations are correct, that means we're going to reach there at around 4 p.m. On my way to what I feel is going to be the final trip of the day. It's going to take me into main central London, which is towards home, so I ain't mad at it, and it's going to pay about £16 for about a 25-minute journey. So hopefully we can wrap it up in time for 4:30 to end dead on the 4-hour point. So we've now officially come to the end of the Sunday shift and the experiment, and today we managed to make a total of £109.80, slightly less than yesterday where we managed to make £114.01. The worst day we had was on the Friday where we made £107.81. This brings our total across the 3 days up to £331.61, which is £81 over the 12-hour Friday shift average I've managed this month. coming in at a rate of £27.63 per hour. Big thank you if you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, as we're on our way to 1,000 subs, which is crazy, and I appreciate every single one of you.